Let me tell you this. The older you do get, the more rules are gonna try to get you to follow. You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
All right, all right, all right. 44 versions of the movie and soundtrack, 55 promotional and memorabilia items, over 250 individual items. My name is Garth Boes, and I've got the largest Dazed and Confused collection in the country.
Welcome to Movie People, the show where we share the incredible true stories of passionate fans whose favorite films or filmmakers made a huge impact on their lives. I'm a big believer every movie has a superfan, and sure enough, I had no trouble tracking down someone with a deep passion for a classic celebrating its 30th anniversary, Dazed and Confused. So deep, in fact, that he's amassed a massive collection of memorabilia. That someone? Garth Boes, a husband and father of 3 from Huntersville, North Carolina, who claims to have the largest Dazed and Confused collection in the entire country. So naturally, I had to check it out.
This is one of my favorite things. So this is actually still frames from the still photographer that was on set during the movie filming.
Yeah.
And then it flips into headshots and resumes for all of the...
You have their resumes in here?
This is an unused cardboard VHS case.
Okay, Garth, I need to know how all of this began.
So right after it had come out on VHS rental, I would have been 14. Then I went out and purchased it. And once I owned my own copy, that went with me everywhere. There was a handful of versions of the movie and the soundtrack. And then I bought a car.
All right, all right, all right.
We actually find a Chevelle, and I spent the next 2 years rebuilding it and painting it to look exactly like Wooderson's Chevelle from the movie.
Can you teach me how to change my Mini Cooper into a Jurassic Park SUV, please?
We could figure that out.
How do I do that?
We could figure that out.
All right, let's see it. I need to know what's behind that door.
Behind the locker here.
That's a lot. The top question on my list, though, is why are they hidden in a cabinet and not displayed?
It's a lot of stuff, and my wife has a certain aesthetic that she goes for in the home.
I respect her aesthetic. You have a beautiful home, but I've got some suggestions.
Okay. Much better.
If we do enough of this and she comes back into the room, and she might give you the okay.
I might need some help selling it, but yeah, I think so. Let's do it. This would be a Hollywood video rental version. This is VCD from Hong Kong. This is their version of how the movie was released. So this is an actual 35 millimeter reel of the trailer of the movie. This is one of my all-time favorite pieces. The RIAA Certified Sales Award for 500,000 copies. This is amazing. What a crazy cool thing to have for such an iconic soundtrack. This is the exact same model of headphones, Kmart headphones that Mitch uses at the end of the movie.
Oh, wow. I am a big pop collector, and it's blowing my mind right now.
Popped and Confused. He's an artist, and so once he did one and I was able to get that from him, I just sort of said, hey, if you're going to make the rest of them, or you would like to make the rest of them, I'm in. And the detail was just amazing. So these are a little bit on the rare side. Everything is signed and everything's a one-on-one. This piece was actually owned by Adam F. Goldberg, the creator of the television series The Goldbergs.
How much did it go for?
Oh, it was a lot, $3,300 or something like that, I think, somewhere around there.
I need to know what those checks back there are.
Those are an interesting tie. The whole premise of the movie is based around getting to Aerosmith. We're going to Aerosmith. There was actually an Aerosmith show that Richard was basing it around that happened in '76 in Dallas. So this is the check and a ticket stub used for that, and this is the actual check from the bank.
Like the real deal check.
This is the real stamped by the bank check paid to Aerosmith.
Oh, that looks great.
Just to make this absolutely official now, I need firm yes or no. Yes, does it stay? Or no, does it have to go?
No, it has to go. You can move all that stuff into your garage if you like.
okay, good.
I will allow that.
Oh, it's hot in here. There's a lot of pressure.
So I guess you got the wrong house.
Okay, I'm impressed. Is this your handiwork, or did someone help you with it?
It is not. So this is a local artist I hired who does murals. She paints walls, sides of buildings, all kinds of stuff like that.
And did you hand
So
make?
these are numbered paddles. There's an artist that builds these. She created them originally, and so they're all replicas, and they all have numbers on the handles.
Oh, nice. I do notice like another pattern happening, or a sub-theme, a very specific one. Might have something to do with all this, the judge stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is one more piece that we could show you.
Can I see it like right now?
Yeah, we could take you there. You gotta go for a drive, though.
Yes, please. I'm not gonna say no to that.
Yeah,
Let's
awesome.
go.
Okay, let's do it. So here it is.
Dude, that's the coolest thing. It's perfect. It is just absolutely stunning.
Thank you. It's missing a key component, but that's why it's here.
It doesn't run without that?
No, we'll
I
make
don't
it
know
real
anything
far
about
right now.
cars.
That's all right.
This is Pickford's car.
Yep.
Why this particular car?
I was probably more like Anthony, more of like the ancillary friend out on the outside, but Pickford was it. The car, the hair, that was who I wanted to be.
You know, he had the cool factor, he had the egg chair and everything else just sort of going on for him.
This is clearly the biggest of the bunch.
Yeah, it's the largest piece. It's the most valuable, obviously, too. Probably the most important one to me. It's a part of the family. It has a name, it has an Instagram page.
Oh my God.
It's got that crunchy.
So nice. This is incredible. I want to be very respectful asking this question while I'm sitting in this particular car, because it's a gorgeous car. But is there a level up, like another addition that you have in mind?
The answer is yes, there's always one. Obviously, the big white whale is to get the movie car, to own a car that was screen used, and that's proved to be a bit challenging. I did a bunch of research because there were two of them, and one of the cars, all we had was the person's first name. From there, I got in touch with the owner, and I flew out about a year ago to California, and they were super great. Took me for a drive in it. And that was super special for me in its own right, just to be there and be in its presence. I would have loved to have left with it, but you know, they're not ready to let it go.
What is it like just sitting there and enjoying this world that you love so much?
It's super exciting. It's fun to even just, with you guys, get to go through all this stuff again, relive it all. This whole 30th anniversary stuff just revigorates everything. It's forced me to watch the movie all over again and start it again.
What advice would you give someone else if they wanted to start a collection that could turn out to be like yours? Don't
be afraid to dig deep, and don't be afraid to just reach out to someone that you think might be able to help you. The community of movie memorabilia are as excited to talk about this stuff and lead you in a direction than anybody else is going to be. So,
well, I appreciate you sharing your collection with us. Really, nothing fills my heart more than to meet other people who love movies as much as I do. I am going to keep my fingers crossed the car dream comes true, but in the meantime, little
awesome.
30th anniversary celebration right there.
Very cool, very cool. I think this has got to go right on the
We're gonna open it. We're gonna open it.
Yeah, let's
okay.
put it on. Let's put it where it belongs.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect.
Awesome.